what's up? This is Callie from Cloudkill here with
Mikey fucking Rotten.
What's up, man? How are you?
Chilling, smoking blunts.
Smoking blunts out here at the studio, aka
The crib.
the crib, your house.
We doing it at the crib, you know what I'm saying? Real DIY and a house studio. Like that.
That's what's up. So you just got off tour.
Yeah, I was on tour with Eddie Baker and Young Cortec. Did a little west side tour, like Arizona, Mesa, Arizona, Bakersfield, New Mexico, Shiprock, New Mexico, Bakersfield, California, Mesa, Arizona, and Durango, Colorado. We were gonna do San Francisco, but we ended up pushing the show back because we're gonna do some other one in California dates. And we're gonna do 3 or 4 days all together.
Right on. And then I know some of my followers were wondering if you were going to have any of those shows up this way. Are you guys going back on tour soon? Or?
Yeah. The plan basically is to do Northern California dates. Well, Eddie's got a solo show on the 2nd, I think, in Texas, and then after that, we got another collab show. I think it's just gonna be me and Eddie for the Northern California dates.
Nice.
And then me, Eddie, and Cortex are setting up hopefully the whole USA tour, at least the West Coast.
That's crazy. So we've already done the interview before, and you were explaining that you're not from around here, right? You're from Illinois?
I was born in Louisiana. Lived there for 6 years. Then moved to Indianapolis. And lived in Indianapolis until I was just for fun. To LA.
That's what's up.
Been here for 3 or 4
Yeah. Now you got your own crib and stuff like that. What would you say to aspiring artists who want to move out this way, who want to take the leap, if you will?
I mean, it just depends on how bad you want it.
Yeah.
And what kind of lifestyle you expect to live or are willing to live. I lived out vans, lived out studios, slept on the sidewalk before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We out here.
How's it gonna feel touring and going back to your hometown? What was hometown life like for you?
When I was young, I went to a lot of hardcore shows,
Right.
emo, and pop punk, shit like that. And once I got into high school, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, once I got into high school, freshman, sophomore year, I started DJing and kind of had all the drugs, all the trippy drugs and the ecstasy and all that when we were real young. We were the bugs, so we had all the poppin' bugs. We're known for that one. And then a lot of the scene out there kind of converted to they're doing more getting more back into the hip hop and the dance shit, opposed to just straight parties. And that's what I'm thinking about here, and just happen to fall back into rap.
Well, how do you think that it's going to be when you go on tour and you go back to your hometown?
I mean, I'm a legend in my hometown from when I was young, so if I went to the show there, it would see me go up, you know what I mean? So if shit's popping and the tour's popping, we go out there, especially with Eddie and Cortex, and I also got a lot of the most poppin' people, I know them or I'm affiliated with them in Indianapolis. So it's just an easy, guaranteed sellout show. All we gotta do is we get one of the rapper homies out there and get one or two of the band homies who do punk bands out there, and they got enough juice to sell out a show, and I got so many friends out there and fans out there, and then a bunch of people out there follow Sash Hollow Water Boys.
Yep. So you said on tour that you got some pretty good crowd response.
Yeah. Just trying to kill everybody off.
You you had some pretty good responses with stories and stuff like that I saw too, like on social media and things like that.
Yeah, like some of the shows were packed, and then some of the shows weren't as packed, and like regardless, I was bringing the same energy. You know what I mean?
You broke your nose at one of the shows, right?
Yeah, I broke my nose at the underground in Arizona. It's like a punk rock band. It's like the perfect vibe. I had the guitarist too. Like crowd fucking people up.
That's tight.
Uh, yeah, I was going crazy. A lot of people were messaging me after like bro, I wish I would have got pushed by you. That was sick. Like, they want me to.
That's what's up. Like the old school punk rock ways, you know, meets the rap or the underground.
Yeah. The first half of my set was basically rap track.
Yeah.
And then the second half of my set, like my guitarist stepped in and like straight like.
That's what's up. And you say like you come from a background of bands and stuff, as do I.
Yeah, I wasn't necessarily like in bands when I was young, but I like kind of played instruments or at least tried. You know,
and you went to shows consistently.
I went to shows all the time. Like I was like always in the pit. I was like throwing down and fucking breaking, like hardcore dancing, and like I was always into like break dancing as well. So I was just always into like extreme and aggressive shit. Grew up skateboarding and like riding BMX and like that, like aggressive, angry energy, you know.
That's what's up.
When I got into like DJing and all that shit, I was into like the dark, like trap oriented, bass oriented, kind of weird experimental shit.
Well, what do you feel about the underground merging the band scene in with the rap scene? You know, you have people like Ghostmane who are going on tour, and there's bands out there who say like, you know, straight up, I wanna tour with you and stuff like that. How do you like this? You know, and like what do you see as far as like the future in dark trap and
I think,
metal?
With the internet in general. With the rise of the internet, that a lot of different scenes and a lot of different people who are in scenes are starting to like expand their musical consciousness and starting to like do things that people are starting to incorporate and merge different styles. And like it's gonna keep happening. You know? People are gonna keep evolving it. New styles are gonna come from mergings of styles. Like history repeats itself, you know. So like eventually gonna get to a point back to where it came from, like, and then build up again. Like the way I look at it is like, you know, we started making music with rocks and horsehair and shit like that, and then like, it got more and more advanced, and then we had instruments, and then we came up with this like complex classical music and shit like that, and then we got electronical instruments, and it's like a new dynamic, and it went back to the beginning, and like all the basic electronic music and the hip-hop music started out so simple, and just like music started out with sticks and stones, you know, and then it built up and it got more complex, and then new style, and I feel like it's just all like a fractal like things happen but build off of themselves in a fractal repeating pattern, but always like grows and evolves, but follows like almost like a formula. Like, like the universal pattern of
yeah, because you have a lot of stuff merging with it, like the style, you know. Do you mess with any, like, you know, clothing companies, brands, that kind of stuff?
I mean, I have people who have different clothes and like,
right.
You know, but I don't have like actual collaborations out of it. Like, I'm really focused on like trying to start getting my own merch shit out.
I was gonna be my other question is like, are you considering merch anytime soon? And
yeah, we just put out merch for the tour.
Okay.
That's got, you know, all three of us on it. It's pretty dope.
Oh, that's dope.
But like I'm gonna be doing like some DIY clothes where I'm just gonna get bulk clothes, and kind of like I gotta keep pressing some super gear, and like I'm gonna kind of like DIY my own shit up, and then do like I'm gonna do like some, you know, one of one kind of stuff where it's like a 10-piece drop, like each piece is a little bit different, and then then I'm also gonna put out like some basic band merch type shit. You know what I mean? But like, I just want to do something special. I want people to like have that real DIY, like organic feeling.
So you recently rebranded, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you talk a little bit about that? You went from Little Hot Spot to now Mikey Rotten, and what inspired you to do that? And
initially, I wasn't a rapper. I was a producer, DJ, and like I was kind of going up on that, but I just kind of lost inspiration of what I was. And I like was staying on Hollywood Boulevard for a long time. And there was all these wannabe rappers there, and like they all acted like they're popping body. So I felt like I made like a rap track on bullshit, just like kind of like making fun of it, kind of, but also like acting like I was that. And then so I was like, this is hard. Like I'm shoot a video and shot hard. Like fuck it, so I needed the name for the video, and I just like I was like, all right, what's like a cliche name to use? And then I came up with Little Hot Spot, and then that same time frame I met like my homie Big Esco or Show Got Esco. And
shout out Iceland.
Yeah.
One time.
He's from Iceland.
Shout out.
From like long, but yeah. But he loves cool thing. So
shout out Iceland.
Shout out Iceland. But then I just started to like really like people started to actually like the tunes, and Esco kind of pushed me to like make more tunes and help me realize like yo, there actually is some of this dope like underground rap shit going on still with the younger crowd, and I was like fuck, like this has the energy that I'm looking for.
Right.
Like the same shit that I was doing when I was like 14, 13. Same energy as in like this new rap shit, and I just kind of kept doing it, and then like it started to get more serious, and I'm like, fuck, now I gotta think about like really like representing who I am with my brand and like making it make sense. So like that's where the rebrand came from. You know, Eddie kind of pushed me to rebrand, and same thing with Xavier Wolf.
Yeah.
They're both kind of like yo, the little ain't cutting it. You can't have a little white boy. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so, like,
right.
They're like, there's enough little white boys out here. You know what I mean? So,
right.
Like, I already felt like that too, because it wasn't even serious at first, but then it like got serious. So I'm like, oh shit. Figure that out. I honestly waited a little longer than I wish I would have waited to rebrand, but it is what it is. Things happen for a reason.
Well, the interview's out. Little Hot Spots now turned into Mikey Rotten. Please follow him on all major socials and digital music platforms. Where can people find your stuff mainly? What type of stuff do you want people to fuck with?
You can look at MikeyRotten.com or Mikey Rotten on Instagram, or aka Mikey Rotten on Twitter. It's basically Mikey Rotten or aka Mikey Rotten on Twitter. Or you can just go to my website.
And have you shot any videos for your new brand, Mikey Rotten, yet? Is there anything out on YouTube for people?
Yeah, there's a video that dropped with Trash. It's doing pretty well so far. For my song Death Note off one of my last. And then I have 2 more music videos off that EP that I haven't put out yet. And then I got a collaboration video with Dan Wolf, and got a video with Gizmo in the process from the Gizmo EP. I got like a bunch of videos I'm sitting on. It's just like a lot of the channels want you to fucking pay bread, even if like you're popping. It's just like, I'm not trying to drop bread on that. You gotta get your own shit popping and just push it out. So like I don't think give a fuck about the numbers no more. Like I'll send them shit, and if they want to put it out in a timely manner, then fuck it. If not, I'm just gonna start putting that out.
Okay, we'd love to put your guys' stuff out.
If you got the channel, like we need more outlets. You know?
We getting there. It's been 1.5 years for us. It's been about how long for you?
As far as
since you've been out here like doing your thing.
I was doing I've only been doing the rapping for about a year and a half now.
Yeah, we started kind of around the same time, right?
Yeah, but I've been like
For a long time.
yeah, since I was 13. Been throwing parties since I was
Yeah.
doing live something. I got into video shit like a year ago. It's like a cult.
Oh my god.
MSIA. You can look it up.
Shut up.
MSIA. Cult. But yeah, and then a bunch of video shit there, so I've been doing video shit on the side. So I can't have no real job. So I started doing that job.
Hey.
And so when I did that, if it ain't getting on the stage,
That's what's up.
shoot a video
Yeah. Well, what do you want to say to your fans before you sign off?
Shout out. Make sure you follow me on the gram. Shout out to everybody who's helped me along the way. Of course, I did it myself, but at the same time, like, people guide you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to shout out to everybody who guided me along the way so far and still continue to guide me. And I just want to say to the fans, like, if y'all want something, just believe in yourself and just go out there and get it. Like, fuck it. What's just going to happen? You're going to die anyway.
Just keep pushing. Right. All right. Well, this is Callie signing out here with Mikey Rotten. Later.